football team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And here's a give to Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mile. 50 seconds to mile. Come to line one. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Brown has the first down and much more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. Powers through. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run with Carson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd down and 8. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jordan Brooks able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On play action, now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing now is Rodgers. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, 30 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll go again with McKissick.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matt Ioannidis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young, he's the one to get him this time at back-to-back sacks, brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Logan. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And receiver's able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
36. Over here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Coming to you. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reyes. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He's checking. Valley. Don't let Valley. 26.
Here's McKissick. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson.
And down to the 29-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They'll run with McKissick. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.